So how exactly do you know what a synchronicity means? If you watch my channel for any amount of time, you know what synchronicities are, right? For some people, they're signs, right? Some people, there are animals that come into their lives repeatedly. And for others, it's the numbers, right? The repeating numbers. And if you're already in alignment with synchronicities, you know that if you see these things, you look up their meanings, right? I always go on YouTube or wherever on the internet and check it out. But still, sometimes you don't gain all the clarity, right? Sometimes it's just, okay, I saw all those numbers, I still don't know what it means, right? But then there's times when you see those numbers so much and the light bulb goes off. Are you ready to experience what that can look like for you? Stay tuned. Welcome to another episode of A Few Minutes with Marvin. I inspire those who aspire to make positive changes in their lives. And let's go for it. Let's talk about how to know exactly when that synchronicity is for you and what it means. So, throughout our spiritual path, we've had a lot of instances where just coincidence after coincidence were happening for us to the point where you just said, it's not a coincidence anymore, right? And a lot of times those culminate in something for you, right? That sparks a memory, that sparks an interest, that sparks a drive, right? An inspiration for you to do something, right, with that. But sometimes those numbers and random things just happen, and you know there's a sign there, and you're just like, I don't get it. I don't see it. And that happens a lot. Now, the reason from my perspective, why that does happen is to keep you on your toes, right? We can get complacent, we can get comfortable again without knowing it on our spiritual journey, right? I'm sure that's happened to many of you. And then those synchronicities are there just for you to just keep on your path, or to say, okay, I've become stagnant, right? That's just a sign for me to get off my ass, right? And work towards something I've wanted to work towards, or take baby steps towards something I'm trying to manifest, right? Because with the law of attraction, you still have to put in some work, whether it's energetic, whether it's physical or mental, or take an actual physical step in the direction of what you're trying to manifest. That's the telltale signs, and it happens differently throughout your journey, especially as you start evolving. Once you're doing more and more work, these signs shift. If you get the ringing in the ears, the tones become different, and you notice those. You're like, wait a minute, that sounds different, right? If you see colors as synchronicities, all of a sudden you start seeing different colors, and those other colors disappear. You're like, what does that mean? Right? Start paying closer attention to those things. Some of them are just, okay, it's to keep you on your path, right? And they're signs that, okay, I'm still on my path. And then all of a sudden they disappear. You're like, uh-oh, am I doing something wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. When you're used to seeing numbers and signs and synchronicities and colors, and they become a part of who you are, right? Now you become dependent on them. So then they go away so that you stop being dependent on them. So you become independent of those. You're like, all right, cool. All right, I don't need those signs. I don't get the tones in my ears anymore. That means I'm on my right path. Let me just keep doing what I'm doing. And then they start coming back to you, right? It's that full circle. right? It's a karma. It's like, okay, we've taken you to this point. Now go on your own, right? Trust yourself. You've gained the confidence. Now keep building on your own confidence. You don't need us. You don't need those crystals as much anymore. You don't need to do meditation 20 times a day anymore. You don't need to do yoga 7 days a week. You can get it back to 4 days a week and add maybe 2 days of Pilates. It's about the evolution and growth. That's what those signs and synchronicities are. Isn't that a cool realization? Isn't that clarity? Right? And it can get frustrating at times, but remember that that's the ego mind. That's not your soul. That's not God. When you get so frustrated because you don't have clarity. You're trying, you're still being dependent on something, right? When you have that frustration, you got to take a step back. Go, okay, I had these signs. I know what they meant. I don't know where to go from here. That's when you have to embody more patience. Take a deep breath and trust that you are doing the work. You've planted the seeds. Now don't watch them grow. Let them grow. Let nature, the universe, unfold your next steps as they're meant to. But have patience. That's your next synchronicity. That's your next sign. No sign. Your sign is to be patient. Right? Be mindful on your patience that you're not falling into old habits, right? Because again, that our mind, our subconscious mind will take us back to a comfort zone. And if you're not mindful of it, you'll fall right back into it and then realize later, oh, like, I'm doing that again. But then that's your opportunity to heal that, because again, this journey is about learning and experiencing. So you have to start to recognize when you're falling backwards. And you're not going backwards. It's just your soul saying, hey, look, there's an opportunity for you to slip back. Are you going to let that happen? What are you going to do to address it and move forward? Shift, change. Here's another little synchronicity. Here's another little sign, right? So then they drop breadcrumbs from that point forward. So if you're in that place, congratulations, you're doing the good work. Stay there. Be patient. So what happens when you're beyond all that? And we're never beyond anything. This journey is all about experiencing and learning, and we'll never stop experiencing and learning. It's just we're doing it on a different level, an evolving level. Evolving to what, you say? To becoming the masters of our universe. I just did a video on that, if you want to go check that out. We have to create our own universe. So these new signs and synchronicities that you may be coming into you are those next steps to say, okay, focus on this now. Pay attention to this. You're going to learn more. It's going to help you evolve spiritually and mentally and physically and creatively and financially. And it's going to put you where you want to. If you're manifesting something, manifesting a job, a relationship, that those next synchronicities are aligning you with that next soulmate, with a soulmate, with that career, with that job, with your financial freedom, with the traveling that you want to do. Pay closer attention to these synchronicities. They're coming in now. You know, they may have been dormant for a while, but now you've done some work. You've elevated, right? And you were patient. So now it's time for your next level up. Your next path towards evolving. And for all of us, it's differently. Some of us are evolving in our gifts, right? We're becoming more empathetic. We're becoming more telepathic. We're becoming more psychic and intuitive, right? We're getting these synchronicities that are telling us, all right, learn this now, because that's what you're meant to do next, to serve people with. And you'll get the synchronicities clearly. they're going to start becoming more clear to you. And you say, well, it's happening too often. I'm not getting any more signs. You're almost there then. If you're becoming a little impatient about it, you're so close, right? It's the guy that was digging for gold, and he dug for days and days and days and months, and finally he gave up. He stopped digging. He climbed out of the hole and said, I'm done. When all there was left was 1 foot. If he had just dug that 1 foot, there was the gold on the other side. And somebody else jumped in that hole and dug that 1 foot, and they reaped the reward. So don't let anybody else reap your reward. Don't let any other negative energies take that away from you. Keep digging, my friend. You're so close. You are so close. And once you keep digging, you're showing the universe. They're ready. They're ready. And you're going to start getting new synchronicities that you're going to go, wait a minute. This one doesn't make sense either. But now, instead of becoming impatient, you're going to say, all right, I waited for that other one, and look at the reward I got. Now I can sit with this. Bring it on. Bring it on. Right? It's that special, and it's that simple. It is that simple. You have to allow it to be that simple. And know that it's coming, it's there. I don't have to push anymore. I don't have to watch that plant grow. And I don't have to keep watering it so much, because you can overwater. So I always relate to my own experience and inspiration. The other day, I was just getting these numbers. I mean, I love numbers. They mean so much to me. But they were coming at me fast and hard, and everywhere I turned. And your ego wants to take over. It's like, oh, maybe you should play the lottery. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. And this time I wasn't quick to react. I'm like, no, they mean something. Not exactly sure what they mean yet. So I just allowed, right? And I didn't just keep looking at every sign, every billboard to see more numbers, to see if I see the same numbers over and over. They were just popping up, right? I work at a cafe. They pop up as a change, to give back to the customer. They pop up on the TV, whatever music was playing, would say the numbers, or the numbers just appear on the screen. So I said, okay, there's something new. I've been doing a lot of work, right? And I've been, healing some more stuff. So I just know that I just have to keep digging, right? So then yesterday, I just started driving. I had nowhere specific in mind, and it was after work, and I had planned to fast today, which I'm fasting today. So yesterday I was like, there's nothing, I don't have much food at home, but I don't want to bring anything new into the house, because I'm not going to eat for another day, for 2 days, whatever it is. And so I decided, well, let me go to this place and get something. I'm worthy of going out to a restaurant, although I don't resonate with going out eating much anymore. It's just about, I don't know how they're preparing their foods or what they're putting in it. I'm really mindful about what I'm putting into this body, this vehicle. But I said, no, whatever. I feel like going to this place. I went to a Lebanese place, which I've been to before, and the food was amazing. It was just amazing. I allowed it, right? I didn't question what was in it, because I know energetically, and where I am in my spiritual path, that whatever's there isn't going to harm me, because I don't allow it to. And I just had a beautiful time. And then from there, I was like, I don't know where to go next. I literally drove around in a circle. Not intentionally, it's just like I kept being brought back. And then finally I went to this, it's like a little plaza place where it's got all kinds of shops, and you can walk, and there's stuff to see. And I just started walking, just to get some walk. And it was in the city, it wasn't in the woods or anything. And I came upon these 3 benches. And I just decided to sit on a bench with no idea what I was doing there, and not paying any attention to who was walking by, saying hi, whatever, if I caught somebody's eye. But it was my soul just saying, just relax here for a minute, just be patient. And as there's a stop sign, so I could see the cars coming up, I could see their license plates. And holy smoke, that the same numbers, just every license plate was triple numbers of the same numbers and double numbers. And I just, instead of getting excited about it or overexcited or wondering where's the clarity or getting frustrated, I just dropped into meditation. And in an instant, I knew exactly what those numbers meant. For me, I had fallen into a comfort zone. And it's time to take action on my next steps. It just, boom. With trusting and knowing full well now. I had known that I needed to take some steps. But I was hesitating. For no, not consciously hesitating or for lack reasons. I just wasn't feeling it was time. This was my confirmation. It's time. So I'm taking action now. I know what I need to do next. That's what the synchronicity of those numbers were for me. It's not manifesting anything, but it is, right? It's manifesting my next steps. I have to take action towards them. I have to get out of this comfort zone that I didn't realize I was in so deeply and take action. That's what this all means. It means something different for you, but this is the clarity you need. You have to allow yourself to allow things to unfold naturally. Don't force anything. Forcing things is only going to push it away. That's my advice to you. That's how it's working for me. And I am crystal clear on what I'm doing next. Whereas before I wasn't so crystal clear. That's what that one day with all those numbers bouncing off my head, everywhere I looked, came to me. And now I had stopped seeing colors. Today, I start seeing colors again. And I had stopped the ringing in the ears. Over the last couple of days, here comes the ringing. Different tones. My dreams have changed. That's your sign. Those are your synchronicities. It's like, all right, you did that work. Congratulations. Let's help you level up. So, listen to the signs, your unique synchronicities, however they come to you. Be patient. Allow. Don't force. Don't say, what do I have to do? Now it's time just to stop. You've done the work. You've planted the seeds. Take them in. Let it unfold naturally. And it will. And it will. But if you're still stuck and you're having issues with trying to get past all this and your patience isn't there and you really, really want to invest in that because you know that it's going to lead to something and you want to keep digging but you're getting a little tired and you need a little coaching and help through it, I would love to help you. Here's a link to my website. Give me a shout. Let's have a 30-minute free decompression session and maybe I can give you the clarity, right? Not me give it to you, but just help you find that so that you can take those last few, shovel digs, even though your arms are falling off, right? That's how this works. Just recognize it and know that you're worthy of the investment in yourself to keep going because the reward is right there. It could be a foot away, it could be 10 feet away. You've got this. You can do it. Keep digging. Keep digging, my friend. It's worth it. And if you like the contents of this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, leave me a comment. Let me know how things are unfolding for you and how, how you're getting through the challenges, because it will challenge you. Be strong. You have 1 foot to go. That's it. Don't think about it. Just keep digging. You've got this. Sending you much love, confidence, courage, and strength. Whatever you need, that little push that you need to keep going, here it is. Embrace it and receive it with the love that I am giving it to you with. No strings attached. And have an amazing day.